and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Cody Kavita. I'm an actress and a voiceover artist here in Los Angeles, California, and I also have 5 chronic illnesses, which I manage on a daily basis. Now, welcome to this week's vlog. I'm really happy to have you here. As you can tell by the title of this vlog, we are going thrifting, and I'm so excited to take you guys along. However, a little backstory when it comes to thrifting, and me specifically, I'm brand new, as in I started thrifting last year. Prior to that, thrifting was never really something that I was interested in or something that I thought I'd be very good at. One, because I have a hard time with germs, and I saw horror stories of people bringing home book lice or bed bugs, things like that, so that really freaked me out. But then also, I just didn't think I was good at it. The 1 or 2 times that I had gone thrifting, I never found anything that looked cute or was worth buying for me, and yeah, I just kind of signed off on, never going thrifting again. However, that changed last year. My best friend Leslie, she is the thrifting queen, and I was watching her decorate her new house, and it was just crazy because most of the items were thrifted and it looked beautiful, and I was like, okay, I need to go with you. So I went with her to some of her favorite thrift stores, and I was transformed. One of my first thrifting purchases was actually a really pretty purple tablecloth that I then used for my dirndl for Oktoberfest, and I'll put a picture on the screen somewhere so you can see. So that was a really cool, positive experience, but as the year went on, I found more and more items, and I have, over the year, decorated my home with those thrifted items. And one of the things I love about thrifting is you can find really quality pieces for hardly any money, and it's great. One of my favorite thrift stores has to be my record player. Original price, my Victrola is about $200 something, and I got mine for $15, and it works perfectly. There's nothing wrong with it. The only thing is, on the very back of it, there's a little tiny nick in the wood finish, but other than that, it's a perfectly good record player. $15. I still am just so proud of that one. But yeah, I basically am gonna do a thrift day with Leslie today, and I thought I'd take you guys along. As far as the chronic illness stuff goes, I have my cane ready to go. I've got my painkillers with me. I'm ready in case at some point my arthritis starts to act up. I have been having a little bit of joint problem in my shoulder this morning, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, without further ado, grab yourself a snack or a coffee, and let's get into it. So I have arrived at our first location. That is the Habitat for Humanity Restore here in Pasadena. Never actually been to this location, or actually any Habitat for Humanity. Actually, now that I think of it, we were tipped off about this place by a seller on Facebook Marketplace, and he was like, you guys have to go, so we are here. However, I am here. Leslie is not here yet, so I'm just waiting on her. What to say about this store? It really exceeded our expectations. The best way to think of it, it's kind of like a Home Goods mixed with a Home Depot. They have a whole section for home repair. They've got paint, tools, doors, windows, hardware, and everything is priced really low. Now, I'd have to say though, my favorite thing about the store would have to be the curated booths. Now, this booth in particular is by a woman named Christy, and she was actually there that day, so I got a chance to talk to her and learn her story, and she unfortunately lost her home in the Eaton fire. However, all of her items in her booth directly benefit her small business to help her rebuild her life. I was really blown away by her resilience, and talking to her about her different pieces was really fun. She had these cute little dipping plates from Germany and just a ton of other items. I also like that she rehabbed a few of her items. There's a sewing box that I think is from the 80s, she mentioned, that she did a little bit of work on to make it look brand new. moved on to the other curated booths, and again, just find after find. So cute. I really liked that about this store. Every booth had a different vibe to it. This one was a Los Angeles bohemian vibe, but right next to it was a Christmas booth, and then there was even a Le Creuset booth. And I did look up some of the prices on these items, and I will say the baking dishes priced super fair. The mini coquette, however, was priced pretty much what it would be in store, but overall, just a really cute collection. And one of the many finds that Leslie had included this fireplace surround that she actually got for $40. After that, it was time to go up to the second floor. And again, completely blown away. This place is huge. We actually didn't even get to part of this floor because at that point we had been there for about 2 hours. Now, my favorite section of this store has to be the poster section. There was so much to choose from and they were priced pretty fairly. These larger posters were ranging from $25 to $28, and then there were smaller posters that were about $15. Now, I didn't get a poster while I was here because I want to come back with my husband and actually pick out a poster with him. But I will say, as I was there, I learned about this vendor in particular, and all of the proceeds from these posters go straight back to Habitat for Humanity. I think when it comes to thrifting, this is my favorite way to do it, where things are purposefully placed, it's not too chaotic, and it feels like you're shopping in an antique store. That was unreal. That store is so cool. I didn't know what to expect, but that store, not only was there so much to choose from and the prices were really cool, but the people that worked there, everybody was so friendly, so helpful. I love that each booth was curated, and each booth, the person that curated it was usually there to talk to you, and it was just such a fun experience. I didn't end up getting anything just because I've learned this from Leslie. When you go thrifting, if there are specific items that you're looking for, don't say them out loud. So I've not said out loud what it is I'm looking for, and I didn't find it there. But as you can see, Leslie got an entire fireplace surround, which so cool. And since I have the SUV, it's in my car. But now we are going to go to a pop-up cafe that I found on Instagram that I think Leslie's really going to like. Welcome to ATELIER. This is a relatively new store. I remember watching them purchase the building and make it over, and the moment they painted it green, I knew I was going to have to come here. It's technically a flower store, but it can also be used as an event space. But something that I really liked about this place is throughout the store, there were little stations that were set up by local vendors, and each station had a little about me section so you could learn about the vendor. And yeah, just overall, just a really cool store with a really fun, eclectic vibe. Now, one of the vendors in this store is Chunky Cat Cafe. Now, I got a chance to talk to the owner, Peter, and they were so kind and so helpful. The crazy thing is, they said that they started this in their apartment in, I think they said October, and now it's in stores. And I am just blown away because it is so good. Now, I personally got a coffee cake and a tiramisu latte, and then Leslie also got a Ferrero Rocher latte. And we both were just blown away, definitely coming back with our husbands. We also got a really sweet visit from the shop dog. His name is Duke, and he is just the very best boy. Just so sweet. Just defensively good. It is so good. That place was so cute. Sorry about the lighting, it is very harsh, but we are now at our second Thrift location, which is called Cottage Treasures. We have wanted to go here many times, but they've been closed because I guess they close in between, like once they get new stuff in, they like reorganize everything and then open again. So today they are open and I am just so excited. Welcome to Cottage Treasures. I'm so glad this place was open and we got a chance to peek inside. However, I will say upon entering, I realized pretty quickly that it's not quite my vibe. There was a lot to choose from and the prices were really fair. And Leslie actually found a really cute picture frame. Of course, I had to rummage through all the records because that's how I get a lot of my records. But since we didn't quite find what we were looking for here, we decided to move on to our final location of the day. Good old Savers. I love Savers. This is the store that really got me hooked on thrifting. I think because it's a lot like a Ross. Now, whenever I go to Savers with Leslie, she always gets a cart, so my tradition is to find something from this shelf specifically that is the most cursed and sneak it into her cart without her seeing. Something else I've learned over this past year of thrifting is that thrift stores can be a really cool way to find seasonal decor for really cheap. Now, this pumpkin here was literally $10, and you might notice these tags have different colors on them. I guess this is something that a lot of thrift stores do, but they pick a color of the day, and that color tag is usually discounted further, which is really cool. Now, something I've been really into lately when it comes to thrifting is picture frames. I have found some really cute frames over the past year, and I think, it's still a little bit of hunting that you have to do, but eventually you can find a frame that fits your style. Now, something that was on my list that I didn't find are crystal bowls. I want to get some for my girls so that they have really cute bowls to eat out of. That's for you.
Oh, you're buying it?
No. That is just
so sweet.
It's just yours.
You're buying it for me.
No.
That's
No.
so sweet.
It's yours though.
No, if it's mine.
Isn't she pretty?
Because you bought it for me.
No.
So,
No.
here you go.
No, I'm okay. Now, one of my favorite things about Savers has to be the furniture. They have quality pieces, solid wood, and the prices are just insane. Leslie once found a floor-to-ceiling hutch for her kitchen. It was solid wood, absolutely heavy. They had to get a truck to transport it, and it was $11. $11! Oh, I love this place. Oh my gosh, what a treat.
I love Savers. Good old Savers. I mean, overall, the day was just so much fun. It is a lot like treasure hunting. And while I didn't find any treasures today, I think Leslie found quite a few, so I think that's a pretty good thrifting day. But yeah, overall, just so much fun with Leslie. It always is. But I think the thing I like the most about today is that the stores that we went to, specifically Habitat for Humanity and the Atelier store with the Chunky Cat Cafe, those are all run and owned by local people, and it was just so warm and inviting and so nice talking to everybody. That's something that my husband and I say all the time, is that Pasadena is just such a friendly city, and that's why we love living here. But yeah, just really nice day. But now I have to get on the road because I need to drop this fireplace off at Leslie's house. So I am actually going to leave this video here. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video or you found it helpful, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss when I upload my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!